everyone, it's Christina from Christina's Art Corner. How is everybody doing today? We are going to test out the new Ohuhu Halawa 72 count oil-based colored pencils. And here is the pretty box that we have. And the pack of 72 includes all of these colors, which are numbered and also named. They say that they are light, fast, and waterproof, richly saturated pigments, soft and thick lead, eco-friendly, natural basswood, or basswood, easily blending and coloring for artists. So they sent me these to test them out, see how I liked them, to give an honest review. So let's do that. But first, let's admire the cover here. It's very pretty. And here is how they come. So let's just read to see if there's anything else that wasn't on the back of the box. Oil-based, light, fast, and waterproof. Artist grade pencils feature vibrant colors with high saturation. I think that's about all we need to know from there. And let me pick a pencil. Now I've gone ahead and swatched them and I've used them some already. You have on here the Halawa Ohuhu on here in gold. It's the Celadon pencil. The end is dipped in gold, which I love actually. It's a solid pencil. I have a polychromo, which is also oil-based. And so we have, here is the thickness. It's about the same thickness. And the gold writing is about the same as far as me being able to read it. The one thing I will say that I'm glad they have it as far down here as they do, because as you, with your polychromos, you get down to here, you get rid of the name and eventually number. So I like that. They have a nice assortment. And by the way, they are in here as they are on the swatch card. So your first one is desert yellow, then lemon yellow, and we're going down here, and then up to down, up to down, up to down, and that is how they are here. In the tray, you have your plastic trays. I'm just going to move things around here. And then they have this foam in between the two trays. And then here is the second tray. So here we start with the rich blue-green, and we're going to go down here and like this. So it was very nice to have the pencils in order. I like when a company does that. That is super, super convenient, that you're not trying to look over a swatch card to try to find where you're going to swatch your pencil. So that is a plus plus for me. Now I think what I'm going to do for the purposes of filming today, I generally put my pencils in a case, but I wanted to be able to unbox it with you. Again, it's Halawa. All right, we'll see if you can still see these, and then, yeah, okie dokie. And here is our swatch sheet. So let me go ahead and show you that. It has a very nice color range. The only thing that I'll say that I was missing when I was doing it's this one. So I'm working out of the tan book, and I started coloring this one. So far I've written down and listed my color combinations. So here is the snowflake. These are in the Ohuhu colored pencils. I did the little cactus guy. I colored her, not quite finished with her little crown here. Here's another snowflake. I'm going to try to tilt it so that it's very faint, as you can see in these. In the original picture, they are too. I started doing the rink here. And what I noticed is that they have kind of a very, very lightly tinted blue-green here, and I could only match really the lightest blue. But what I can do is I can take this pencil here, which is that Celadon, and I can probably go through here with the white, and I can lay down a layer. Let's just try and try to get closer to that color. Now with a 72 set, you're not going to have all the colors like you do the 120 sets. So, and I'm holding this differently because this is very light color here. So I don't want to make it too dark. And that buds right up against there. Let's see. And let's see if I can go over with the white very lightly again and just see. I love the way the color goes down. I'm used to using the polychromos, and so I like a little harder pencil. Let's see if we're getting closer to that color. We are. I think mine is going to be a little bluer regardless, but I think we're getting closer. So yeah, that's the page that I started, and I'm writing down the combinations that I'm using so that I can finish that one up. But I thought we would go ahead and do a Diane DeFore Boule de Pois page, and I haven't picked one yet, so I thought we could do that together. This one looks really cute to do. Let's do this one. And I'm going to push these pencil cases all the way up just so that I can blow this up for you so that you can see here what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to make this like a Labrador. So I know I'm probably going to want the ivory, which is here. And then I can use a tan and maybe the desert yellow. Let's see where my tan is. This is the tan and the lightest yellow. These were the colors of my dog London. All right. So I think I'm going to go light first and just kind of hit. This is the ivory. Hit some of those areas first. Not sure on background yet. We'll choose that here maybe afterward. Now, for the most part, I have stopped accepting collaborations with companies, which I hadn't shared yet, but it's just something that I've been coming to. Ohuhu, I love, especially them bringing out a set of color pencils. I definitely could not pass that up. But as far as other supplies, for instance, I have enough acrylic markers to last me a really long time. And I have the full set of the polychromos, thinking pencils, Tule Art, and also these are blending very nicely, by the way. They are soft like they say, They're not like hard. They're still very blendable. So I do have quite the collection of like acrylic markers. So like when Artex comes out with new ones, I don't think I'm going to be participating. In fact, I know I won't be, because I really want to do less reviews and just more coloring with you all. Just going to go in here with the yellow. I had a mostly yellow lab, as you would call it. He had a lot of white, which I'm designating as ivory in this picture since the paper is white. So I had declined over the holidays quite a few collab requests because I just, Ohuhu came about the same time. I'm like, well, I would really love to try out those pencils, and if I like them, then I'd like for you all to know, because I know many of you are loving your Ohuhu alcohol markers. And so these pencils might be a nice addition over top. And just like with the other book, I am definitely enjoying these. Can really blend out well, like a lot. So yeah, collabs are something I'm going to push away from. Just a decision I felt like making. This Ohuhu set really intrigued me. So that's why we're here. And I know no matter how many times you could tell people that just because you get a box of pencils, for instance, you know, and do a collab from a company that you're not, you know, persuaded by the fact that you received them, you know, by the company. Truly for me, I've never given a review on false pretenses, and I don't think other colorists do either. But I know that we live in a world where, you know, we kind of question everything, and is there something on the up and up? And I do appreciate that. I understand it. And so that's not what I want to bring to my channel here in 2025. I do love my Ohuhu products. I've basically enjoyed everything that they have sent me. Now, I didn't do those, what were they? Markers, the paper markers. I passed up on those. I think I was in Florida actually when those were coming out. So, but I would have passed anyway. But if any of you have them, what do you think about them? And you can see I can put a lot of layers on here. It's doing well for that on this paper. Now for this face, I want to do a little bit of the yellow. Basically, I'm putting the tan down and then putting the light layer of yellow right up against it. And then I'm doing the ivory. And then blending those together to get something that looks like our London. London's no longer with us, but I swear every time I see a deer in my yard, he's coming to visit us. We don't see them often. They're in the snow. I can tell they're here all the time because there's so many tracks. But actually seeing them, I think they come out a lot at night. But I always think of London because we used to call him a deer, because he acted like a deer in headlights sometimes. It was a loving expression, but he never became an actual, like, he didn't do dog things, I guess is mostly. Like, he never played with toys. He was a street dog for the first year of his life, and then I got him from a shelter. And he didn't know what to do with carpet or tile because he was used to sleeping on concrete. Anyway. So yeah, I have fond memories. Such a good dog. He was a big yellow lab. They called him Yellow Boy at the shelter. But he had quite a bit of white hairs in him too. Okay, I think I can pretty much be satisfied with him. Just a couple more shadows. So yeah, I think that looks good so far. What do you think? Yeah, it's good. So that was the desert yellow, the tan, and the ivory. Okay, so we have some rain coming down, but let's do the bones. Let's put a little bit of, I could really actually use the tan again. I think I might. I'll keep it consistent. I'm just going to sharpen it real quick. They sharpen really well. I don't have any breakage, as you can see. All right, let's just give these bones some shadow areas. Yeah, those look cute. Okay, very nice. Okay, what kind of sweater should we be giving him? I'm thinking red. So let's look at the red. Let's do the goose crown red. That's got a little orangey tone in it. And then we can go to the carmine. Let's do these two. And then maybe we'll do a black. Here's the black. Some black striping. So in between here, what I'm gonna do my lightest in the center. And I'm just gonna go through all of them here and do circular motions. There's a sale going on at Ohuhu, which I should have mentioned at the beginning. And with Christina 10, I believe is my code, you get 10% off. That's the sale, I believe. I'll put all the information on the screen and in the description. Have no fear. And then I'm going to go in on my edges. I think also what I was going to say when I was saying that I wasn't going to do other collabs is because I also have a majority of the supplies that they could offer, just maybe not their brand, such as oil pastels, acrylic markers. Those seem to be hot items right now. Markers. I have a good stash and I'm trying to be as minimalistic as I can with what I have. Okay, so I don't have a minimum amount of supplies, but trying not to add too much to them. to my supplies. I had an empty pencil set case, so what was I to do? Just leave it there? This is when we justify more supplies. On the carmine, I'll fix that too. These really blend smoothly. I mean, it's taking no effort at all to blend these. Okay, I think we can go in with our black. I'm going to use a Caran d'Ache pencil blender. How cute that is. Love it. Okay, so umbrellas, we could do, let's do them a yellow mustardy color. So let's do yellow brown. That's the dark cadmium yellow, and then they're calling this a yellow brown, but well, we'll give it a try. The lead itself looks a little orangey, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll go in on the veining with the darker one, which is the yellow brown. And then blend that out to the bottom. Okay. I think I'll fade into a lighter yellow as I get down the umbrella. Let's see, did I get them all? I think I did. And then let's just go to the lemon yellow, light lemon yellow. All right, I'm going to take the dark cadmium yellow, bring that down, press too hard. All right, and then I'm going to go back to my darkest, go back up to the top, there. Okay, and then I'm going to take the ivory and I'm going to go on the bottom and lighten up the boldness of the bright yellow, that lemon yellow. Let's kind of drab it out a little bit. Not that I don't like the bright color, because I do. But she bright. Okay, and let's do some black handles. Let's do some cup, because I'm probably gonna maybe do a blue background. I think I could probably do some persimmon. That's the apricot red. Yeah, I could do apricot red and persimmon. Yep, let's do those two for these cups here. So I'm gonna go lighter on the outsides. Right under the lip, the cup. Okay, cute. Let's do this next one. Some of the red cups that are in the same shade as the raincoat. Okay. Okay. So we've got the cups. Now I think I want to use the blender for this cup here. Just gonna go in with the tan and highlight or shadow some of the cup and leave the rest white. Let's put a drink in this one. Okay. All right. Now for cupcakes. I think I'm going to go in with the cinnamon and tan. Then I'm going to use that tan. Just hit it a little bit. Go back with the cinnamon. Okay, and then let's see, what kind of things do we want to do? I think I'm gonna go with an ivory, a little swirl here. Maybe do the tan. And give it some definition here. All right. 3 cupcakes, okay. And then we could go with a darker brown and do a chocolate. So what's a good chocolate color? We have the dark brown and Van Dyke brown, dark brown ochre. Let's start with that. And then I'm gonna go even darker to the Van Dyke brown. We've got some chocolate chips here, but I'm also gonna put a little shadow in there. Press too hard. Those chocolate chips. So we're gonna go ahead and do a red star. We've got to figure out what kind of floor we want to do here. It's outside, so I might do like a gray concrete. Here we have a deep warm gray and Payne's gray, and then I'll probably bring in a little bit of the white. Also silverfish, so we'll just see. We'll just kind of create a floor here. Let me get my Inktense. Let's see here. The Malibu might be too teal. But I could lighten it some with a white. Yeah, I think that's what I might do. Okay. All right. And I think what I'm gonna do is take it right off of here. And we're just gonna go straight in. So I think I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit and then decide if I want to do another coat or if I just want to go over with the ice blue. Okay, so while I left, I clipped my page because the Inktense tends to wrinkle the paper. And sorry for the noise. I decided that I kind of like the effect of just the one coat of the Inktense for this particular page because it is rain. And I want to get some of my, I'm using the Funzel's white acrylic marker. And I'm just gonna outline these raindrops. Keep falling on my head. And then I think we can be done with the page. I was thinking about blacking out outside of the circle, but I don't think it needs it. I really do like these pencils. They are softer than a polychromo for an oil-based pencil, which definitely has its benefits. Let me just, I need something to, there we go. Also, it's great for layering. I could easily get like 4 or 5 layers on this paper of the pencils. I think you get a nice variety of color. The only thing that's not necessary to me are the metallics, and I say that about every single set of pencils. Let's see if there's any others I need to go over again. I'm going to continue to use these colored pencils in whatever I color these next pages for this month and next, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to continue to love them. I think Ohuhu, it's hard to say sometimes, has done a very nice job with these pencils. The only thing that I could say, maybe if it was a negative, and this is just because I press hard, I snapped quite a few tips while I was doing this page because I was heavy on them. So the pressure that I'm used to pushing on a polychromo where it wouldn't snap does on these, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that's a negative per se. It's just how hard you are on your pencils, and polychromos are harder than these for sure. So there is our final page. I guess I could make a few raindrops here on the, maybe I could make a couple little puddles here. There we go. The only other thing I could do is probably outline the circle to get rid of that, but I would probably do that off camera. But here we go. I think it turned out really cute. I really am enjoying these pencils, and I'm going to enjoy continuing to use them. Again, you have 72 oil-based. It's the Halawa, and it'll be interesting to see if they come out, if these are a success, if they come out with a 120. It'll be very interesting to find out. But I do think they have a nice color range. I probably would like, in a bigger set, a few more pastel-y shades. But overall, I think they've done a good job. Like I said, the metallics are never necessary for me. They always seem to think that they need to include them. But I don't really think it's necessary. The only other thing I could do for you as far as testing the black pencil, it's pretty dark. And this is called, yeah, black. And let's just see, since I have some things here, let's see how the white does. Let's do that against the Prisma white. And let's see how the polychromo, oops, that's gray. Sorry for the ruckus. And let me just get you down a little closer. So we have Ohuhu Prismacolor, and this will be polychromo. I'd say the polychromo is the least effective. And this is the Prismacolor. might have like one shade opacity difference in the Prismacolor and the Ohuhu. I think it's a really good white. I would not have to reach for a Prisma white for sure. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this little review of these brand new pencils, the 72 set Ohuhu. And so here are our beautiful colors. They sharpen well. They color well. They're nice fitting in the hand. So there we go. Halawa by Ohuhu, 72 colored pencils. Here's the picture we did today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you got something out of it. I genuinely really do enjoy these pencils. Thank you so much to Ohuhu for sending these to me. I am so happy. They seem like a very good product. I'm going to continue to use them and see what I can come up with in my other books. You've got an oil-based pencil that is easy to layer, not as hard as the polychromos, which is nice, especially if you mushed some Prismacolor with these Ohuhus. I think would be a really fun thing to do. I think I might do that on my next page. But remember that there is a discount code here to use that. I'll put the dates also and the link to the Ohuhu site that they've sent me for you to use. And enjoy yourselves. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. You all take care and happy coloring.